And hey guys, so I filmed this everyday makeup tutorial. No. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm going to go ahead and begin by applying my Becca First Light Priming Filter Primer. And this is a really good primer if you're more on the dry to normal side because it does add extra hydration and a glow. So I'm going to go ahead and pair that with my Kat Von D foundation in the shade Medium 52. This is a really good full coverage foundation. I find it best to work with the Beauty Blender because I do see a lot of reviews on how cakey this foundation can be, and I do agree it's pretty cakey if you do use a brush. So I always recommend to use a Beauty Blender with this foundation. And I do consider it more on the satin side rather than the mattifying side, just because for me a mattifying foundation has no oils peeking through, and this one definitely does make my nose a little bit oily. So I'm going to go ahead and pair this foundation with my Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light. Here I'm just applying it on my under eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply some on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and the sides of my mouth, just to brighten up the center part of my face. And again, since this is a more full coverage concealer, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Beauty Blender and start dabbing away. Just because it is going to make it look more skin-like, it's not going to make it look cakey at all, and it's going to pick up any excess product in case you did go a little bit overboard. Then you should just be fine using a Beauty Blender. So to set my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Kat Von D translucent powder. I'm going to go ahead and apply that as if I'm baking. However, I am going to end up removing it super quickly. Just because with this translucent powder, I do feel if you leave it on for too long, it does brighten up your under eye a little bit too much. So here I am going to grab my Luxie 660 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and dust away all that excess product. I'm also going to grab some of that MAC Studio Fix powder and go ahead and set the rest of my face. So now I'm going to grab my Kat Von D brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start using the Hoola bronzer to warm up my face. This is a really good bronzer if you're more on the fair to medium skin tone, because it does warm up your face but not too much, and it's also not orangey at all. I really do like this bronzer. So then I'm going to go ahead and grab the brush the Hoola bronzer originally comes with to just sharpen up my cheekbones and to contour my nose as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my Kat Von D brush and blend it out. So this is a Makeup Forever setting powder in the shade number 3. However, it is too dark for me as a setting powder. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as a blush because I do prefer my blushes more on the orangey side. And since this is more of a sheer setting powder, it's not going to be highly pigmented. So this is a J-Cat Beauty highlighter in the shade Crystal Sands. I'm going to go ahead and apply that with my Morphe R36 brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and use that same translucent powder as my transition shade with the Morphe M200 brush. So after, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in really quick, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to go ahead and begin with the shade Latinus, and I'm going to go ahead and focus that on the middle outer corner of my eye. So after here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the shade Luscious. It's a more darker medium tone brown, and I'm going to go ahead and focus that more towards the outer center and go ahead and start building up the color and intensify the look. So here I switch brushes to my Sephora 38 brush. This is much more of a denser blending brush, so it is going to focus more color in the outer corner and not smudge it out too much. So I went ahead and grabbed the shade Solace. It's a darker, deeper brown, and I'm going to go ahead and darken up both sides of my eyes, of course, and go ahead and intensify the look even more. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Anastasia concealer brush with no product in it. I just feel like if I do carve this out a little bit, it does end up cleaning up the eye. And since we're going to go ahead and use white on the lid, I want to go ahead and make sure there's no darker shades there. So this is the shade Salos. It's the lightest shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack it on with this flatter brush. And for the most part, this is more of a mattifying eyeshadow look, sorry. However, I did add some of that highlight in the inner corner. Now I'm just grabbing my Morphe 200 brush and I'm going to go ahead and combine those colors together. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab all those shades I use in the top part and go ahead and use a pencil brush to buff out the lower lash line. And here I'm going to go ahead and grab my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. I'm going to go ahead and begin my wing liner starting on the upper lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and create my line and see how thick I want it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and begin with the top part of my wing. I'm going to go ahead and extend that how long I want it, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect it in the bottom. I first like to sketch it out and then fill it in, just so I could know what I'm going to be working with. And guys, just go ahead and tweak with it, mess around with it, and see how you like it. This isn't a swipe and you're done. This seriously takes me 2 minutes per eye. So now here I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make it a little bit thicker because I do like my wing liner super thick. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Laura Mercier Chestnut lip liner and go ahead and fill in my lips. So after, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar lip gloss and I'm going to go ahead and pop that in my lips. I really do like more of a glossy look with this everyday look. So now I did apply mascara and eyeliner on my waterline, so I'm grabbing my Eyelure lashes in the style Gilded. These are super voluminous, super fluffy. I really do like these lashes. I usually get them at Ulta. They're around $11, guys, and I swear they last me like 20 uses. So after my lashes have been drying for about 2 minutes, I like to go ahead and grab my lash curler and curl my lashes because I do feel like it lifts the lashes so much and it adds more volume to them. Just make sure they're completely dry before you start curling them. So yeah guys, this is my completed look. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to watch. Thank you. Bye, thank you.